Hello and welcome to episode 2 of DublinConcertsTV. We got such a great response to the first show that we're back for more, and it's a very special episode this week because it's our birthday! Dublin Concerts is 2 years old today, and to celebrate we have a great show lined up. Along with the usual news and gig information, we'll have a live performance from Ana Gog, a special birthday message, and stay tuned to find out how you can win a guitar. Music news first, and the big news this week is that there are rumours circulating that U2 may release an album before the end of the year. According to the ever-reliable Sun, the ever-reliable Mr. A Source has told them that the album has been a real struggle for Bono to write, but the U2 comeback is definitely on this year. If an album does surface, it will be the band's first since 2009's No Line on the Horizon. We'll bring you more details on this exciting development if and when we get them, but in the meantime we can exclusively reveal that Mr. A Source's first name is Albert, and he lives in a granny flat that he rents off the fake chic. In other news, Gavin James has announced a gig in Whelan's on the 16th of August. This won't just be any gig though. The show will be recorded for an EP that he's planning to launch later this year. Tickets for the show are on sale from the 30th of July, so grab yourself one and get down to see this very special performance. Biarua has just released his third album, The Sky Went Low and the Sea Went High. This is the Galway-based singer's third album and deals with themes of masculinity, global warming and his adopted hometown of Galway. He's launching the album in Bewley's Theatre on the 2nd of August, and you can check out what we thought of it in the review section of the site. In other new release news, the Actual Mafia will release their EP Bullets to the Chakra on the 10th of August. The EP was recorded in Forbidden Fruit Studio with Aidan Cunningham and will be followed by a nationwide tour later this year. The next big festival coming up is Castlepalooza, which takes place in Charleville Castle in Tullamore over the August bank holiday weekend. There's a great lineup for this one, with Gruff Rhys and Andrew Weatherall joined by a host of local acts including We Cook Corners, Van Music and King Kong Company. There are still tickets left for this unique little festival, and there are far worse ways to spend a bank holiday weekend than seeing loads of great bands in a castle in the Midlands. There are a couple of other super gigs coming up over the next week or so. The Jesus and Mary Chain will play a not-so-secret gig in Vicar Street on the 31st of July. The gig is a warm-up for the band's November UK tour when they will be playing their seminal album Psycho Candy in full. That album, of course, features the song Just Like Honey, which famously appeared in the movie Lost in Translation. The Mary Chain aren't the only legends to be gracing these shores over the coming weeks. Johnny Marr. Yes, Johnny Marr will be playing in Leopardstown as part of the Live at Leopardstown series on the 7th of August. Marr has enjoyed great success since releasing his debut solo album The Messenger last year, and is set to follow that up with his new album Playland in October. Get yourself down to Leopardstown, have a bet on the horses, and then go and worship a genuine guitar god at work. If you're strapped for cash at the moment, then you could take yourself down to the Workman's Club on the Sunday the 3rd of August, where Death in the Sick Room will be playing a free gig supported by Sissy, The Boxing Plot and The Choir Invisible. That's 4 bands for the price of none. Bargain. Death in the Sick Room were recently our Irish Band of the Week, and you can read what we had to say about them on the site. Now, on July 29, 2012, we posted our first post on Dublin Concerts. Since then we've grown rapidly, so much so that we've attracted some influential fans.
2 years ago, a few people decided to build something wonderful, a big project.
They are totally dedicated. And they are also
Fantastic people. I'm lost in admiration.
I'd like to say a few words about this. If Bono hasn't left the building, I'd like him to know that I do love Dublin concerts and music. Thank you.
We took ourselves into town to meet up with Ana Gog for a quick chat and a special live performance.
Was I ever drunk like this before? It could have been the last I took. It's running through my legs. It's giving me this feeling I always mistook for something else. A mistake, but it's late. It's too late to believe in true and false. I might just surrender. When did these doors begin opening in my mind? It must have been that giving look. You offered something small. I imagined me a universe and that I could have it all. And I followed the thoughts of leaving all of that loneliness behind. What an idea. What an idea. Carry me away, carry me away, even for a short while, even for a short while. I am at the carnival. All those friends always giving me advice slipped out words ago. So here I am with the contents of life, even if the order isn't right. When you're close to a sight to roar, and I hadn't ever wondered at that before. Now I'm nearer. I believe in the certainty of now. I haven't always lived like this. Decisions left.
So we're here with Ana Gog. They just did a little performance for us there, lads. I'm not going to keep this too long because I believe you're off to Galway.
We're playing a gig tonight in Kelly's in Galway. We're supporting Carswell and Hope, who are an American-based band who are touring over here at the moment. So they're on a bit of a tour, and we're opening up for them.
Oh, cool. So where are you going to be playing anywhere else with them?
We played in the Workman's Club in Dublin on Friday night there, but Galway will be the last night.
Excellent. And so any more gigs coming up then after that?
Yeah, we're playing at the Lakela Festival next weekend. Then a couple of other kind of bits and pieces of festivals and stuff the end of the summer, and we're organising a tour in Germany at the moment.
Oh, cool.
Kind of trying our best. So hopefully we'll be over there by it's November basically.
Oh, cool. So you'll be over there for a couple of weeks, or?
Yeah, hopefully. Kind of the gigs have started coming in. Once we got one lockdown, then the rest seemed to come in an awful lot easier. It was kind of like a floating point for ages. We were like, oh, maybe it'll be like, maybe it'll be May, maybe it'll be October. But now that there are gigs, it's easy to kind of plan other gigs around it. So.
Yeah. And you released an EP recently, in May, was it?
It was in May, yeah. We released an EP called Resemblance, and it's a 4-track. It's kind of like a taster. We're working on our second album at the moment, and so we wanted to put the EP out as a sort of a just taster of where we're at, because I suppose we've changed an awful lot sound-wise from our first album. So.
Yeah. And when do you reckon the second album's going to be out, or have you no firm date yet?
Another floating point.
It all depends.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, to be honest, a lot of it's just coming down to financial stuff, really. Like the album is written and arranged, so I mean, we could record it whenever, once we've kind of just figured out how we'll release it.
Okay.
But we'd hope to definitely have it out by February, March of next year.
And did you say you're going to self-release it? Did you self-release the first one as well?
We self-released the first one. We're probably going to self-release the second time. I mean, if we got the golden handshake offer, we'd probably take it. But I mean, like it's just, I suppose the main thing is we want to release stuff on our own terms. Like any times that we've been involved with other people before, we've maybe felt that we've had to compromise a little bit on our own direction. So
do you think that you'd actually rather kind of stay independent, not have anybody?
It'd be lovely, it'd be lovely, every now and again to have a helping hand with organisation of tours and that kind of thing. I suppose, I mean, if you're with the right label, it's a great thing. But there are very few labels out there that are the right one. I suppose specifically when you're kind of in our type of music, which is maybe a little bit left of centre at times. But I suppose we're just kind of plugging away ourselves. It's good to be able to do it yourself anyway, and if help comes along, we'll probably take it.
Maybe someday.
Yeah.
Okay, lads, I'm not going to keep you too much longer because I know you have to pack up and head off on a rather long van journey. So best of luck with the gigs. Thanks very much, Dr.
Aaron.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
To celebrate our birthday, we've decided to give you a present. We have this great guitar to give away, and all you have to do to be in with a chance of winning it is share this video on Facebook or Twitter using the hashtag DublinConcertsTV. And please make sure that your post is public so that we can see it and include you in the draw. The winner of the competition will be announced in our next edition of Dublin Concerts TV. So that's it from episode 2 of Dublin Concerts TV. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to our YouTube channel to make sure that you're one of the first to know when the new episodes are available. Also, do check out DublinConcerts.ie for all the latest gig news, reviews, interviews and photos. If you're a band or artist that would like to have your gigs or latest releases mentioned on the site, or you have any feedback on the show, then please get in touch. Our email address is hello@DublinConcerts.ie. We'd love to hear your comments. Thanks so much for joining us on our birthday. We're off now to blow out the candles. We'll see you soon. Coming up in our first show, we'll have the latest music news and gig tips, a look at a special tribute to the Rubber Bandits, plus a live performance and interview from the young folk. Yes, we're really spoiling you with this first edition, and we plan to keep on spoiling you because you deserve it.